Greetings, YouTube. Sorry, my camera door just popped open as soon as I hit the button. Odd. Welcome to another bargain video. We're going to start out with books, as I usually do. We have American Knives, the first history and collector's guide. I don't think this is the only one now, but it may have been the first when it was printed. We have a Heroes graphic novel, or a series of comics. I don't know how interconnected they are. I haven't looked at it yet. I've never actually looked at the series. I think I own some of the first season. I should find that out. We have Lady Mechanica Volume 1. I picked that up because I love the cover art, and the interior art is equally intriguing, and I love steampunk stuff, so that's cool. The Adventures of Sock Monkey. So my wife will probably enjoy that, and we'll probably pass it on. We have two Miss Peregrine's novels. My wife wanted to read those. Then we have 4 seasons of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Now, I had picked up the first 3 seasons for $15 at a thrift shop, and years ago. And now I've picked up seasons 4 through 7, so now I have the complete series, and I paid $15 for the first 3. I paid $28 for these 3. And I'd been holding off on buying them at like Newberry's Comics or Bull Moose or online, because like the cheapest I could find a single season for was like $30. So for like the cost of 1 season, I was able to find 4 seasons. It just took time and waiting, and I left a season 3 box set behind. So someone grabbed the first 2 if they existed, and I grabbed 4 through 7. So there's this lone season 3 box sitting on that shelf. But I know I didn't need it, so here we go. I have the complete series of Sports Night, a 3-time Emmy Award winner, which was recommended by Adam Savage, and that is the only recommendation I needed. So I figure, okay, what the heck, I'll pick it up. We have 22 Jump Street. We have Killing Gunther, which is a dark comedy about trying to take out the world's greatest assassin. Big Fish and Begonia, which is an anime that I believe I picked this up for my wife blind. Then we have the Max Fleischer's Color Classics, Somewhere in Dreamland, and I can remember these from as a kid, in like a fever dream of seeing them occasionally, catching them on television. So that was kind of cool. That was a good find. Noble Son, a dark comedy about dysfunctional families. We have a double feature, Color of Magic and The Hogfather, both set in the Discworld. And this is my first full exposure to the Discworld universe. I have never read any of the books. I have been exposed to the memes, of course, because I frequent Tumblr and Twitter, and it's hard to not be exposed to Terry Pratchett, but in some extent. But I've watched both of these, and they were both very entertaining. Each is a 2-episode miniseries and they're from the BBC. Very well done, a lot of fun. I really enjoyed myself. I have to do a review of both those. I picked this up because someone on Metafilter made a recommendation for The Hogfather, and I found The Hogfather with this other one, and I'm like, okay, cool. I picked them up together, both on Blu-ray, for a good price. So I did, and I'm glad that I did. I think there's one, I know of at least one other out there. Is there more Terry Pratchett movies? I'm not positive. Like Snow something or other, I think I saw one recently. But regardless, I enjoyed both. Then we have Season 1 of Battlestar Galactica, another show that I have never seen, partly because I think AIs battling humans is really, really stupid. But it's been lauded as being a really great series, so I'm going to try to shelve my annoyance at the fact that I find the very concept dumb to maybe hopefully I can enjoy the series. We'll see, and if nothing else, I only invested like $5 in it, so I didn't lose a whole lot. On to more digital media. A film called The Last Viking, which kind of made me smile, so I picked it up. The Crimes of Grindelwald. My wife is a fan of these 2 films. Dragon Hunters, which was very cute. I quite enjoyed it. And apparently this is also a series, and this movie was released between season 1 and 2, I believe, if my memory serves me correct while I was poking along about on the IMDb page. We have Superman Red Sun. I found this for $5 at a pawn shop. It's like still available full price at Walmart right now. So I was like, cool, because I have memories of some of the Elseworld books, and so thought I'd give this one a try. The Swiss Family Robinson, and I bought this because I had kind of fond memories of it as from a kid, and I wanted to listen to the commentary track, and they commit so many animal abuse crimes in this. It's just astounding. We have a Ryan Reynolds, Ben Kingsley science fiction film called Selfless. I'd never heard of this, so I picked that up. We have iZombie. I don't have any idea if I'll be able to watch this, but it's supposed to be a sort of a dark comedic take on the whole zombie trope. I have an issue with zombies at this point. My anxiety has decided that they represent anxiety and stress in my dreams, but I'd like to take that back, so maybe I can watch a little dark comedy and see if it works. We'll find that out. The first 2 seasons of Breaking Bad, which I have never seen. Yes, I know, I'm late to the party. A collection of horror flicks. First 2 seasons of Misfits. I've heard good things about this. It's a British superhero series about a bunch of delinquents that become superheroes, like against, just like a mishap happens and suddenly they're superheroes. I've heard good things about it. I'll find out if it is as good as I've heard. And then we have Sing, a movie I have not watched yet, but I am looking forward to. Now we have things that are not digital. This is a unicorn hat. Expect to see me wearing this in upcoming videos. This is a Omaton, can you see Omaton? Yeah, Omaton stacking fixture, a holder for tablets. You put 2 tablets here to put them vertically on a desk or something in an office or like something or a home. But I thought, it's kind of interesting. It's really very well made. It's really good quality aluminum, so that maybe I can use it as some kind of stacking fixture for drilling or holding something for me. It was like $3. I'm like, I'll give that a try. That could solve a problem that I currently don't have a solution to. Sometimes you find weird things will solve solutions for you. We have this water bottle. This is the same model water bottle as I've done a review on my channel for, and the one I have is purple, which is my favorite color, which is awesome. And I bought it for $1, and I think I paid $1 or $2 for this. I can't remember. The little thummy stud for the mouthpiece is broken, but you can just push the back from the back and it works just fine. The rest of it is operational. And I wanted to get a backup in case my purple one ever dies on me, because if it starts to leak inside, that's something you can't fix. So I thought I'd try this one out and see if I like it. And if all else fails, I could always, and if the body starts to leak but the top still functions, I could swap it out so I could still have a purple top if I wanted to. And so now I have a backup, which is good, because I really like that model. They don't make it anymore, which really depressed me. Of course, things I love and stopped being made. And here we have one of the more unusual things I have picked up at an estate sale. It was not an estate sale in a home. It was an estate sale in a warehouse, so I felt comfortable being in the space. Even though 2 of the people that worked there weren't wearing masks. Yay. It drove me nuts. But this is a collection of antique surgical tools. Yep, these are the tools that were used for surgery at some point in the past. I don't know when. But they're definitely not modern tools, I can tell you that. This is a Liston knife. It's for amputating limbs. This is a cartilage knife. Yep, for cutting through cartilage. Some of these things I have no idea what they do whatsoever. But lots of forceps. I got lots of forceps and tweezers now. And there will be a video dedicated to just these tools at some point. So I'm going to do a dedicated video about what I had found in this. And the great thing about this whole collection sitting in front of you, I paid a whopping $10 for it. Yep, $10 for an entire collection of antique surgical tools, which made me smile. And I was going to take out this tray and get rid of it and put these in a toolbox or something. But then I realized it's got the doctor's name on it. It says Dr. Newman on it. I have no idea if Dr. Newman was a man or a woman or how old they were, but seeing it as an estate sale, I'm assuming they're dead. I could probably do that. Look up a Dr. Newman obituary and see if I can find one in the last 6 months. And that's probably them. So yeah, that is very cool. Okay, so we have one more section of this video today. Next, we have this somewhat silly, oversized arrow, which I thought might make a nice little decoration. Picked that for like $1 at a yard sale. Then we have this really nice set of juggling clubs. I am not going to modify these. They're just very damn pretty. I'm going to put them on display somewhere. They're very attractive. And I picked this up, I think, for $15 at an estate sale. But they were just so darn pretty. I'm like, oh, they're very nice. Nice patina on them. They're very comfortable. And they could be used as clubs. Then we have this walking stick or cane. And I picked this up at a thrift shop for $3. Didn't have a price on it. And the person's like, how about $3? I said, okay, it works for me. And it's very comfortable for a right-handed person. I picked this up at the store and I held it in my hand. And I'm like, I love the vibe off of this. You could tell that it had been used a lot. And I took this out and I gave it a test run this weekend. And it was very nice to use. I was very happy with it. So it's a good height for me and it's pretty. So I can't pass up an attractive, pretty walking stick that has a history to it. And then the last item for today is this. This is a Les George knife. I can't remember the specific model. It's written on the inside. But I picked this up at a pawn shop. They charged $15 for it. I picked it up and it's like I couldn't see any name on it. So I'm like, it felt nice, good finish. I'm like, I probably know. I'm thinking it's a knockoff of a Chinese knockoff or something. So I picked it up for $15 and I got outside and I looked and I was able to see in the sunlight that there was hand engraving done on the inside. Not like, scrolling or anything detailed, just identifying information on the inside that said George and then a code of some variety, a serial number, a combination of letters and numbers. So, actually, just letters, I think. So I came home, did a little Googling, and found out this was made by a man named Les George, who is still an extant producer. And it's worth about $500 because it's titanium. So, yeah, that is one of the best bargains I have ever encountered, and the best knife bargain I've ever found. And the most expensive knife I own now. It's just really lovely, and I'll be doing a full review of that shortly, maybe even today, since I had the table set up. But yeah, that one was one hell of a bargain right there, folks. $15 for a $500 handmade titanium knife. You don't get much better than that. So thank you for being here for this bargain video. Please feel free to visit my Instagram, where I do still post occasional pictures about weird things I find. I have not done that much because I just don't find weird things as much anymore, thanks to the whole pandemic thing. But I do occasionally post pictures there of weird things I find, as well as my weapon builds and just cat pictures. If you like cat pictures, go to my Instagram. Lots of cat pictures. So thanks for being here. I hope that you enjoyed yourself, and I hope that you will return for the next one.